Welcome back. Beneath the stillness of fallen leaves, a confrontation has already begun before anyone notices. The king cobra, the longest venomous snake on Earth, is not only a hunter, but also faces rivals just as formidable. From massive pythons to other powerful snakes, each encounter becomes a tense contest of timing and precision. And once the distance disappears, even the slightest misstep can change everything. With young at the burrow entrance, the ground squirrels do not allow the Cape cobra an easy advance. They take turns approaching from multiple directions, and a mongoose soon joins, shifting the balance. That constant pressure eventually forces the snake to withdraw, while the group continues to follow to ensure the threat has truly moved away. A single sound in the grass is enough to trigger the mother leopard's response. The large python holds the advantage of strength, but the other side brings speed and precise reflexes. In that moment, it is no longer about size, but about timing at extremely close range. The pack of dogs gives the king cobra no chance to settle. They move in and out from different directions, forcing constant adjustment under pressure. Each time the snake raises its defense, the pressure shifts elsewhere. In such a situation, numbers do not just create force, they wear down every reaction. In the world of snakes, size can be a clear advantage. The larger one enters the nest with the confidence of dominance, while the rest becomes an encounter shaped by instinct and physical difference. Some rules are harsh, yet they unfold quietly as part of nature. A small chipmunk rushes toward the snake with surprising speed. It does not rely on strength, but on boldness, quick reflexes, and precise timing. In nature, the smallest animals can sometimes create the biggest surprises. The honey badger approaches with hunger and familiar confidence against a ground-moving opponent. The snake repeatedly tries to break away, but each movement is quickly read and countered. When persistence combines with experience, the advantage often belongs to the one who controls the rhythm. The dwarf mongoose enters a confrontation with the black mamba, showing agility and boldness far beyond its small size. Both sides test each other's reactions, yet neither finds an opening safe enough to commit. Some of the most intense encounters end in a rare outcome. Both walk away unharmed. A single slow moment can carry consequences, and the mongoose understands this well. It moves in and out with such speed that the black mamba's strikes repeatedly meet empty space. The tension lies not in strength, but in who can force the other into a brief lapse. In this encounter, precision becomes the deciding factor. The mulga snake carries the presence of an opponent that even other snakes approach with caution. Its size, resilience, and tolerance to venom make it difficult to overpower. In the world of snakes, some species create pressure simply by being there. The impala steps into the exact zone of an ambush where the rock python does not need a long chase. It relies on patience, heat sensing, and precise positioning to establish control from the start. In hunts like this, the outcome is often shaped before the prey even senses danger. Across scorching sand, the Peringue's adder moves in a way that barely touches the ground. Each sideways motion reflects a refined adaptation to desert conditions. When the shovel-nosed lizard enters range, the snake is already prepared to take advantage of the terrain. The mother chicken instantly changes behavior when a king cobra approaches her chicks. She spreads her wings wide, placing herself between the threat and her young. In such moments, protective instinct can make even a small animal appear far stronger than expected. The wild turkey does not rush in recklessly. It applies just enough pressure to prevent the snake from advancing as before. Each step forward is measured, yet effective enough to quietly shift control. And once the threat withdraws, the tension fades with it. The calmer the water appears, the stronger the sense of unease becomes. The anaconda blends almost completely into the swamp. Until the moment opens and distance is no longer enough for a full escape. What makes this scene intense is not noise, but how the trap is already set before anything visibly unfolds. The anaconda brings its new generation into the world in a remarkably quiet way. There is no display, no sudden movement, just a silent yet powerful moment of continuation. Even in a species known for strength and mystery, motherhood carries its own striking presence. In the world of snakes, there are moments when silence carries more pressure than any sudden movement. The advantage does not come all at once. It builds gradually, tightening step by step. Slow enough to feel as the possibility of retreat steadily fades. Two venomous snakes meet in a tense encounter. The banded crate maintains a steady rhythm, advancing with clear calculation rather than haste. As differences in length and control become more apparent, the balance shifts toward the one that sustains control longer. The lizard searches for an escape, but the cobra remains patient, holding distance and waiting for the right moment. A single precise strike is enough to slow the opponent's response. For species that rely on venom, the decisive moment often comes quickly, once the opportunity appears. The king cobra raises its head high and spreads its hood in warning before a large monitor lizard, but this time, those signals do not cause the opponent to hesitate. Against thick scales and steady resilience, the encounter becomes a test of composure rather than a display of dominance. A small bird charges at the snake with surprising boldness, turning the moment into intense tension. It does not rely on strength, but on speed, precision, and repeated disruption aimed at the head. At times, size does not decide the outcome. Decisiveness and accuracy do.
It's like coffee tea or me.
The snake suddenly becomes motionless, as if relying on one final attempt to deceive. But the shrike remains alert, holding a close observation distance. When the snake finally moves into the brush, the act is revealed as nothing more than a delay tactic. When the snake approaches the nest, the woodpecker immediately shifts its behavior. Despite its small size, it repeatedly closes in and disrupts the threat to keep it away from its young. In such moments, protective instinct can make a small animal appear far more formidable than expected. The black mamba moves up the tree with remarkable agility, heading toward a nest among thorny branches. But the birds above do not remain passive. They repeatedly dive to apply pressure, turning the snake's approach into a difficult and interrupted path from start to finish. A firm grip on the tail prevents the cobra from easily widening the distance. The monitor lizard does not rush to end the encounter. It holds the struggle at a point where movement becomes difficult. One side tries to break free, the other maintains control, and the entire scene stretches into a prolonged stalemate. A sharp sense of smell leads the black mamba directly into a system of burrows hidden beneath the ground. Within that confined space, its speed and precision leave very little time for reaction. For hunters that rely on venom and rapid timing, even a brief delay can close off every escape route. The lion remains in a heavy state, suggesting it has already gone through a dangerous encounter. The black mamba approaches cautiously, as if weighing the situation against an opponent far beyond its usual scale. At times, even a highly venomous predator cannot easily turn an opportunity into a clear outcome. The rodent moves repeatedly toward a threat it does not fully recognize. The black mamba does not need much space, only the right moment at close range to respond with speed. Against such precision, a single misjudgment can end the chance to move away in an instant. The threat appears quickly, leaving the mouse with almost no room to react. The black mamba handles the situation with clean, efficient movement, without any wasted motion. The black mamba moves along the water's edge with the speed of an animal, aware it is crossing a dangerous zone. Below lies the crocodile's domain, where even a brief delay can shift everything. The most tense moment is not the encounter itself, but the short stretch where the snake must rely on a narrow path of escape along the water. In the world of snakes, there is no room for hesitation. Only precise decisions made in an instant can preserve advantage. Each encounter becomes a tense contest of awareness, where even the smallest margin can change everything. Thank you for watching until the end of the video. If you would like to explore more intense encounters like these, please subscribe and turn on notifications so you do not miss upcoming videos.